the orientation session for the VMS College rating. And I'll be explaining you each and every parameter in detail. And in between, anybody has any questions, you can just stop me right there and I'll be able to address the same. So coming to the parameters that the overall institution will be analyzed. So first is the QSI gauge has 7 core criteria and 6 advanced criteria. Out of the core criteria, which is mandated for the institute to fill in all the parameters, which comprises of teaching and learning, faculty quality, employability, diversity and accessibility, facilities, social responsibility, and governance and structure, and the total point comprises of 1200 points from which the institution will be evaluated upon. Next is advanced criteria. From these advanced criteria, which is arts and culture, entrepreneurship, research, innovation, internationalization, academic development, out of these 6 criteria, the institution can offer any of the 2 criteria which you think will be very good at, and based on that, the points will be allocated. And the overall core and advanced criteria comprises of 1400 points from which the institution will be evaluated. Coming to the categorization of institution. So we are categorizing in 3 separate sets, which is STEM, mixed and non-STEM. So it is completely based on the student enrollment. So let's say if the institution has 65% of student who have enrolled in your college are are into science, technology, engineering, or mathematics, then it will be coming under STEM category. Similarly, if the percentage is between 50 to 65%, then it would come under mixed category. And if it is less than 50%, it would be considered as non-STEM. So it is completely based on the student enrollment data. Next, coming to the data collection method. So we are we'll be taking 2 sets of data, which is completely based on the self-reported data, which directly from the institution you'll be submitting. And the second part is survey based data. So where we don't ask for any supporting or additional evidences, it is completely based on the survey, which will be circulated to all the stakeholders, which is student, faculty, and alumni. So coming to the survey part, so we'll be sharing with you 3 sets of survey links. One will be for students, one will be for faculty, and other will be for alumni. And based on the survey links, there will be a minimum threshold which the institution needs to populate the survey link to the total number of students. Let's say 100 students are there. Out of that 100 students, at least 30% of the students need to fill in the survey. Similarly, for faculty, out of 50 faculty, at least 60% of that 50 faculty needs to complete the survey. And similarly, for alumni survey, it is 10% of the current student population. So for alumni, you can share it with any of your alumni. It can be the latest alumni batch, or else the previous year's alumni batch also can be shared. And to give you an example how we are, calculating based on the satisfaction rate, let's say when we are, evaluating the overall student satisfaction, and it carries 30 points. We have a scaling down approach. So 90% scale down to 60%. Let's say based on the satisfaction score that you are getting, majority of the student, let's say 90% or above student has satisfied with the institution, then automatically the institution would be scoring full points. If it is between 60 to 90%, then a proportionate score will be given. And if it is less than 60%, then 0 points would be awarded. Now coming to institutional data. So this is the self-reported data that you will be submitting. And please make sure whatever data you will be submitting, it should be based on the 12th month period. Let's say you are going for an academic year, April 2024 to March 2025. So all the data needs to be within that particular time frame. Or else if you are opting for, let's say, June 2024 to May 2025, so that is also fine. So, but it should be a strict 12-month period. If any data goes beyond the 12-month period which you have opted for, then you will be like the data won't be considered further. Now coming to the overall rating outcomes. So here we have based on the overall evaluation process, based on the scores that you will be attaining, there are certain set of badges that you will be receiving. Let's say from the total 1200 points, from the total points, let's say you are receiving 350 points, so you will be receiving a bronze badge. Similarly, a 1260 point would give you a platinum badge, and 1325 points would give a platinum plus badge. And in order to have a platinum badge, the institution must have diamond badge in all the categories. So along with an overall badge, you'll be also receiving a category wise badge as well. And in order to avail platinum plus badge, the institution needs to hold an active status of IOE or INI, or else it should have received a rank in the top 30 of the latest NRF overall ranking. Next, coming to the overall process flow. So here, this is the process that we follow. First is the project initiation, where we'll be sharing the credential along followed by the orientation session, which is today. Coming to the next part, which is the data collection part. So you'll be getting a timeline of 6 to 8 weeks to complete, collate the data. Along with that, submission of the surveys. And once you submit the data, we'll be starting with the initial evaluation process. So once we start with the evaluation, in case we feel some kind of supporting evidence or additional evidence is required from your end, we'll be reaching out to you regarding the same. And then once you revert back with the supporting set of evidence, we'll be then reviewing the same, and then we'll be sharing it with the quality assurance unit. And once the reviewer team checks, it approximately takes at least 2 weeks for the reviewer team to revert back with the overall final report. And based on that, we'll be sharing the interim report with you. So that interim report would give you a clear idea, like which all data has been accepted, which all data has been partially accepted or rejected, with a clear justification, like on what basis the data has been rejected or accepted. And that will be a one final chance for the institution to provide any kind of additional or supporting evidence. Post that, once we receive the interim report from your end, we'll be reviewing the same, and then it will be sent to the QSI unit with the London team. And once we receive the final sign off, we'll be going ahead with the result stage. And post the result release, you'll be receiving a detailed scorecard along with the certificate and the badges. And once we receive a consent from your end that you're happy with the result or you're satisfied and you can publish in the social media, only then we'll be going ahead with this publishing your result in the social media channels or the QSIGH website. And post that will be the institution will be also evaluated or felicitated with the in the QSIGH events. Next, coming to the data collection portal, I'll just reshare my screen. Meanwhile, any query, anything?
Madam, so we belong to as an institution, we are going as a dental college here.
Correct.
So we belong to the mixed category, right?
Sorry?
Are we coming under STEM or are we coming under mixed?
You will be coming under STEM completely. Because I guess maximum students would be under the science category. So it will be under STEM itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then,
Ma'am, I also have one question, ma'am. You were talking about the gadgets. So you showed that your platinum is and platinum plus is, ma'am, anything above 1260. So that includes the core and advanced sectors both.
Sorry, sir, I didn't get you.
So ma'am, when you are calculating the point for awarding badges, do you include both the core and advanced points?
Yes. Total is 1400 points. Yeah. Please tell me.
The question here is, madam, what he wants to know is
That
you
is
have one, you have advanced category as well as you have what is that, core?
Core, yes. Huh.
So your scoring will be together of both these things or
Together. It will be
Okay.
together, sir. Yeah. Core is mandate, and from the advanced category, you need to opt for any of the two criteria, which you
Okay.
think will be best for you. Huh.
Okay, only two from the advanced.
Only two. Yes.
Okay. Now
Yeah.
coming to the data collections.
Mm-hmm.
Now, our problem is if you say advanced also we are into most of the categories here. But then now what are all the supporting documents and we are supposed to give? Will there be any lecture or orientation or workshop that will be happening from your side?
Yes. So I'm going forward with the data that will be required from your end. So I'll be explaining now in detail with each of the parameter.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. So,
One more thing we wanted to
yes,
ask
yes.
about the survey link, ma'am. One more thing we wanted to ask about the survey link. You told that to all the stakeholders, we have to send a survey link. So who
Correct.
sends the survey link, ma'am? Is it through the
So
institution?
I'll be sharing you the 3 separate survey links, and you need to circulate among your stakeholders. Yeah.
So only the institution will circulate it.
Yes, yes.
Sure, ma'am.
Yeah.
My last query is from the data compilation period, ma'am. You told that anyhow we need to compile the data for 1 year straight away.
Correct.
12
One
months
academic year you
we-
need to opt for.
Suppose if we have done more activities till last month,
Yeah.
you can take that to the previous 12 months. Probably you have done maximum activities till February.
So-
From February onwards, you can take it. So it should be from this year, right? From this year, any of the months, right?
Sir, that year I would leave it up to you because it is based on the 12-month period that you would be choosing. Like you have the clear idea which months the institution has performed really well. You have the majority of the data. You can opt for those 12 months period.
Example, 24 we did not do well.
Okay.
So 23 can we show? No.
No, sir. 2023, it would be very, old data. Yeah. So we would suggest you go for a recent data. Like you can go for either 20, like last 12 months. Like you can go for whole 2024, like from January to December. That is also you can go, or else from 2024 to 2025.
All right. So
Yeah.
the last year. So you go
Yes.
to the Okay. Then anybody wants to ask something else? You can go ahead. Any doubts, ready? The fourth criteria, sir. I saw it. Advanced criteria. I don't know. It's select any, that's what she said. Which are the two criteria which are put out? We can put that. That is the last one. We only know which is mandate, what is mandate. Advanced criteria, can select any two, that's what she says. Can request any. Any two are already mandated. Mandate.
That was close, right, for the core data, ma'am? Core data and advanced data.
University is mandated. Another production. So that research and innovation, the research is mandated. For university, research is mandated. Innovation and academic. Now, this is for our college level only we are doing.
Yes.
So that means research is not mandatory for us, right?
No, it is not mandatory. It is only mandatory if it would have been a university.
University. Okay.
Huh.
So any two of this advanced criteria we can
Yes.
select a person. wherever
Yes.
we-
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Anything else? So we'll sit and discuss upon. Okay, yeah, that's what we will get. Okay, madam, please go ahead. You proceed back.
Okay. So I hope you are able to see my screen. Yeah. So this is the QSIG data collection portal. I'll be giving you the credentials, the email ID as well as the password. So you can log in and you can click on the applications part.
सुष्मिता वो स्क्रीन नहीं आ रहा है ना
1 second, sir. Sir, can you see the screen now? Hello?
Yes, madam. Yeah, you can. We can see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so these are the forms like for each of the criteria which you need to check on. First, I'll be going ahead with the prerequisite. So under prerequisites, there are guidelines and template index. So you can click on each of the guidelines as well as the template index, and then you can like will be explaining you with the what all data that is captured from where each of the criteria. One second. Yeah. So this is the few guidelines that the institution needs to go through. So I'll give you a quick brief about it. So for example, when you are submitting any kind of reports or anything, so a detailed report would include the date clearly, mentioning the resource person, then when like the brief description about the activity, and if at all, if you have any additional pictures or anything, that also you can attach. And with a seal and signature from the institution head. And for example, when we are asking for any pictorial evidence, so all the pictures like infrastructure or anything, it needs to be with GPS watermark. Okay. And when we are checking for some kind of certificates, let's say when we are asking for recognitions, and you might have received multiple certificates from external agencies or anything. Let's say some certificates are in some other language which is not in English. So that certificate needs to be translated in English and then you can share it with us. And when we are asking for any kind of subscription, evidence or anything, the invoice needs to be shared. So these are few of the guidelines that you need to, completely act upon, and based on that, you can share the evidences. Next, coming to the reference sheet. So the reference sheet specifically would tell you which all data, for example, let's say faculty student ratio. So that data we are capturing from the faculty list and the student list. Similarly, when we are checking for overall student satisfaction or teaching student satisfaction, those data we are capturing directly from the student survey. So these are kind of a reference sheet you can refer based on the while collating with the, like if you have some query or anything from where it is actually captured, you can refer to this particular sheet. Next, coming to the prerequisite personal information. So here you need to already it is enter the institution name, the PUC email ID, the name, then type of institution you need to select STEM, mixed or non-STEM, then whether it's a university or college, and then the year that you are opting for. So month you need to mention and the year from that 12-month period. Similarly, till when you are considering month and year, then coming to financial turnover. So the overall turnover based on the latest financial statement you need to provide. Then year considered from, then financial year considered till. And along with the financial audited statement, you need to upload. So here you can click on upload, and based on that, you can just add the file over here. And once you are done with this, you need to click on save. So please make sure you click on save rather than submit. Until and unless you are very sure of the data, only then you click on submit. Because once you submit, you won't be able to go back and change any of the data which you have already added to the file, upload file. Now next, coming to the teaching and learning. So 1 second. Yeah. So the teaching and learning. So academic faculty. So here we are checking for the detailed faculty list. You need to manually enter over here the total number of full-time faculty and part-time faculty. So if you click on this download button, this overall sheet would appear on your screen. So here you need to list out all the faculty who are currently associated with the institution. So name of the faculty, their state, their employee ID, their gender, their date of joining, their designation, appointment type. For guest faculty or visiting faculty, you can mention the number of months as well. Then name of the department, then whether they are qualified for NMC, DCI, then mention the terminal degree, the highest terminal degree they have achieved, then university from which they have awarded the terminal degree, then type of university, like from where they have taken up the terminal degree, then work experience outside academia in months. If they are also involved in an external consultancy or industry related project, you can mention the number of months. And if they have also attended faculty development program in the last 24 months. So in the last 2 years span, if they have attended any FDP program, you can mention yes or no. Along with that, upload the FDP certificates. Then as an evidence, overall evidence, you need to provide the faculty ERP report or the biometric record of the last 3 months, or else if the faculty details are mentioned in the institution website, directly the website link can be added over here. Next, coming to the students. So coming to the current student list, similar to the faculty list. So here you need to mention the enrollment ID, name of the full name of the student, the gender, country, state, district, enrollment type, the degree, UG, PG or PhD, branch or department, the course name they are studying, then the year they are currently studying, and an evidence you need to share the student ERP report. Next, coming to the student enrollment. So the earlier one was the detailed list of the students currently studying in your campus. Now this is based on the course. So name of the course that is available as per the campus, number of like the year duration, then how many number of students are pursuing that particular course. So first year, how many students, second year, third year, similarly for fourth and fifth year. So you can mention the regular student, the backlog entries or the lateral entries, and you need to only those 3 columns you need to enter. Subtotal you need not enter anything, it will automatically calculate. Similarly, for number of students currently pursuing PG, name of the course, their program duration, and number of students who are who have enrolled in that particular course. And as an evidence, you can share a declaration mentioning the student count as per each of the course. The number of students currently pursuing PhD, similar to that, name of the course, the program duration, and the number of students. Then coming here, you can just enter manually the number of part-time undergraduate student, full-time UG student, then full-time and part-time PhD students or postgraduate student. You can just manually enter over here. Next, coming to graduation data. So under graduation data, here I'll be here you need to enter based on the last graduating batch. Okay, so here let's say in the original cohort, student list, let's say 100 students have enrolled. And from that 100 students, how many got graduated as per the last graduation batch? Let's say if 70 student got graduated or 80 student graduated. So the detailed list of the 80 students from the 100 student you need to provide, and as an evidence you need to provide the convocation report. Similarly, from the 80 students, how many went for further studies? Let's say 10 students went for further studies. So the 10 student details along with the admission letter, ID card received by the student, you can share as the evidence. Then from the 80 student graduated batch, since 10 went for further studies, remaining 70 based on the 70 students, whether all students were employed, let's say 50 students were employed and 10 students remain employed. So all the 50 students needs to be shared. So student name, their enrollment ID, year, UG or PG, and as an evidence, you need to share the offer letters, clearly mentioning the student name and the designation. And here we won't be considering any internships. And here coming to the calculation sheet. So you just have to enter the numbers over here, graduation, how many number of students graduated, how many students enrolled in the original cohort, and from the graduated batch, how many students were who went for further studies or who went for employed, who were employed. So based on that, the overall evidence you need to provide. Any queries till here?
Madam, coming to the graduation year,
Mm-hmm.
like now it is 25.
Okay.
So our graduation for the last year students will be in the month of June,
Okay.
July. So now we are supposed to submit the data by next one. When is
6 weeks, sir.
6 weeks. 6 weeks, 2 months. So now should we have to take these students who are waiting for the graduation because we have got a provisional. So can we show that batch or should we have to show the batch that passed out last year by the convocation? That is 24.
Since the graduation is yet to happen, sir, right? It will happen in the month of June.
Yes, July.
Yeah. So based on like either you can, if you have all the datas, you can go for this, but I would suggest the previous, graduating batch, because for those you already have the, details, like how many students graduated from there, how many employed or how many went for further studies. So
Even
it
now
would
also they can, madam, because with the provisional, the students can join for the higher studies now for the NEET exam. They
okay.
are qualified. And they by then the results also might come by
Okay.
June.
Mm-hmm.
So with the provisional they can do. So this is where the confusion occurs here. We wanted a clear clarity as to the recent one or the last year.
So that you can opt for anything. Either you can go for the recent one or else the previous one.
Will it affect our weightage in the
Yes.
calculation?
No,
Will
no,
it
sir.
affect?
No, nothing like that. Because it is completely based on the how many, if there are more number of students who got graduated, automatically you will be scoring well. Similarly, if number of students students who graduated are like more number of students are employed or who went for further studies, then automatically the score will be higher.
Now the next question is now employment. See, since this is a health science, employment 90% will be self-employed. They'll be working either under some doctor or they will start their own clinic.
Yes.
And hardly 10 to 5% only will be selected for the higher studies.
Correct.
So
Yeah.
now, how do we document that? How do you put that? One employment placement, how do you say that? What documents do you need?
Yes. So the person who is self-employed, you can you can ask them for like the details where they are, working as how they are working or what is the current designation. So as an institution, declaration you can provide. And if they have additional, if you can find some website details for the if they have their own consultancy or I would say some kind of separate clinic or something, the clinic details also you can provide.
So because these are the areas where we lose our weightage.
Correct, yeah.
When compared to the other groups of colleges which come fight on this ranking.
Yeah.
So that is why we are asking that doubts. Anything else?
So I have got doubts.
Yeah, please.
List of students as the one who are going to be graduating, we cannot show them as placement. I want to know whether it is possible. Yeah, we cannot show as blog, we cannot show them as placement.
So that is
So
why
we have to show the previous batch.
previous batch.
So I know then again the data you're showing 24, 25. But if you're then you show the students from 23, 24, because the
I think that's so, that's what she said. We can show the 23, 24 because you may get the details of the post-graduation results. But still, some of them would have started the practice, some of them would be working under somebody. So, but my question was 24, 25 data, instead of that, if we give 23, 24, will our value come down when compared to the other institution? That's what she said, it is okay. It doesn't come down. That doesn't affect our ranking, right, madam? You heard us talking
Yes,
here?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So it won't affect the overall score because it completely based on the data. Okay. So based on the overall graduated batch, like let's say you're going for 23, 24. Like you will have the data like based on 500 or 600 student if more number of students have are employed. It can be self-employed or they're working as in a hospital or something. Then all the details needs to be present. Eventually, you will be scoring a better point.
So the
Yeah.
previous year, we can show this actually. Admission to happen only August, August school. After that, last year, no, why I asked this, is some college we will have 10,
It's a couple of things. Oncology can come to us. Best banking, yes. College in the best.
That's only the back, it's not the banking.
It's
No,
not.
I am going to award the batch. Alright, okay, okay, man. So anything else?
Sir, higher studies experience, some students will not be writing the same as a PG exam. They'll be
Yes,
writing-
madam, there is another question. See, but they wanted only that batch students, 100 have passed out, means or 70 have passed out, how many of them are passed?
That same year,
Same way only. But there's another question which we always have during this ranking accreditation. What happens is, these health science people may not be the same year student who passed out in 24 or 23 will be appearing for 24 PG exam. 22 passed out student might appear for the 24 PG exam. So that should not be taken into account, right? As per your
Correct.
ranking.
Yes, yes.
So clear. If 24 was passed out, if suppose 60 students are passed out, among that 60, how many of them have been selected for the higher education? That is what important. You cannot put the 22 student who wrote the exam in 24 and got selected, our alumni has got selected, that cannot be. Isn't it? Right, madam?
Yes, yes, sir.
Correct. Anything
Should
else?
I?
Okay, madam, please go ahead.
Okay. Now, next coming to contact hours and interactive teaching. So here we'll be checking for the overall curriculum, like the timetable that is being followed for all the semesters, all the branches. So name of the courses, then whether it is UG or PG, semester, then contact hours, excluding the break hours. You can just enter the number of hours and interactive teaching hours. It can include all the practical lab or any kind of case study, field visit, all those number. You can just manually enter the number. And as an evidence, you can share the overall timetable, which is followed for each of the semester for like across all the branches. Next, coming to best practices in learning. So here we'll be checking for these policies and minutes of meeting. So first is mentor and mentee program, then peer group learning or remedial learning. So we need to you need to provide policy document which covers the like what you follow as a mentor mentee program. Similarly, if you have a peer group learning or remedial learning or additional support for learning, like for example, you have some policy for slow learners or advanced learner. So that policy detail needs to be shared. Along with that, minutes of meeting reflecting the list of mentors or mentees. And similarly, for peer group or additional support, you need to provide the minutes of meeting, clearly highlighting the attendees for the peer learning group. Then coming to learning management system. So here we are checking for the LMS that is being used by the institute. So it can be an in-house LMS as well, or else you have a subscription copy with an external agency. So you need to provide the active subscription copy. And in case it is an in-house LMS, you need to provide like who are the person responsible for the handling the LMS portal. Along with that, like what all functionalities the in-house LMS has. Then coming to the functionality, we will be checking for the screenshots of each of the functionalities. So it includes course creation, course delivery, assessment, attendance, timetable, feedback mechanism, student progress tracker. So for all these, you need to provide at least 2 to 3 screenshots for each of the functionality. Now, as I had mentioned earlier, you can just click on save rather than submit until and unless you're very sure of the data. I would suggest you upload all the files one by one and click on save. And once all the criteria are done from your end, only then click on submit for each of the criteria. Then moving ahead with the employability criteria. Any questions till now for teaching and learning?
Madam, please go ahead.
Okay. So, sir, while I'm presenting, I'll be going ahead one by one. So you can just stop me wherever any query, is there. Yeah.
Any special methods are used for teaching and learning? Will you be able to upload?
Sorry?
Any special methods of teaching and learning are used?
Let us,
Is there any place to upload?
the teaching methodological tools, what we use,
Mm-hmm.
all those things have to be highlighted here, right? That is what is the data.
What kind of teaching methodology tools do you use?
Yeah, if you are using problem-based learning regularly,
We have, yeah, problem is
we have reports of all the years we are conducting it. Is there any
Ma'am,
place to upload all
ma'am,
this?
your voice is not very clear. If somebody can, help.
Media data practices. No, we are not gonna- We are conducting problem-based learning sessions for all the students of this college.
Okay.
Is there any place for submitting the reports or a special kind of teaching and learning methodology we are using, or it will be just the syllabus timetable and how we are teaching as per the council? Because above whatever above and whatever is said by the council, above that we are doing something. So is
Mhm.
there any place to upload the details like that, or?
But can
So-
you just go back to the teaching and learning so that we can have some more discussion? Just show me the parameters, what we are taking into account for your weightage.
Ma'am, this is regarding special need students or how it is?
No,
Not for special needs.
Support mechanism, student support mechanism for
Mhm.
teaching and learning.
Actually,
Extra,
just like we are learning, we are
Okay.
doing that self-directed learning or group learning. We are having that group learning or self-directed learning. One type
Okay.
of that is that problem-based learning.
Okay. Okay. So that you can add it over there because we have given that option. It can be peer learning or else any kind of additional support learning. Since
Yes,
you
of course.
mentioned this, so that can be added over here.
Yeah, okay, thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. So next coming to employability. So here, you need to opt for career counseling services or campus employer presence. So under campus employer presence, we will be checking for the number of recruiters who have visited the campus as per the academic year or the 12-month period you are opting for. So into company name, date of event, then type of event, whether it's recruitment or for internship, then name of the students who participated or recruited, then evidence link. So you need to provide the email notification of the campus placement session or else offer letter or from the recruiter or if you have a placement report. So this is one and either or else you can offer the career counseling services. So under career counseling services, we'll be checking for the details about the counselor, the name, designation, the email ID, appointment type. Then as an evidence, you need to provide the appointment letter and ID card of the counselor. Then coming to the career development cell, you need to provide the photographic evidence of the cell or the website link of the details. Then any kind of interview training or CV writing workshop. So title of the like the workshop details, date, Now, how many students attended the particular workshop? And as an evidence, you need to provide a detailed report clearly mentioning the students participated, like details list, then the brief description about the workshop, the resource person who conducted the workshop, and the date. And if pictures or anything is available, directly the same can be attached. Then online career portal, if you have, you can share the screenshot or website link of the career portal. Then on-campus career fair. So any kind of career fair, if it has been conducted, so detailed report with clearly highlighting the date, the objectives, the outcome, the companies visited, and the email notification. Next, coming to employment rate. So number of students employed, UG, PG, full-time and part-time. Then number of students unemployed and seeking employment for both UG, PG. Then number of students who opted for further studies. So these are already added in the teaching learning format. Here only you just have to manually enter the numbers. Next, coming to extracurricular activities. Under extracurricular activity club, we'll be checking for student society or club that is there on campus. So name of the club or society, then number of student members we will be checking. So let's say you have a dance club, drama club, or some kind of a nature club. All those club can be added over here. And from each of the club, how many student members are representing or involved in that particular club. So detailed report of the club highlighting the member details along with the enrollment ID with seal and signature can be shared. So with this, we cover the employability criteria.
Paying members or everybody is a member?
So, employees will come, so into a particular, campus.
Madam,
Yes.
yeah, there's a challenge for us here. Mainly is outside of the. This campus placement is something which we normally don't have, unlike the technical field.
Correct.
So
Yeah.
mostly it will be a self-employed only will be having.
Yeah.
So how do you manage this challenge routinely in your office or all these years? Especially for health science.
Yeah, so for this, the dental colleges, whatever we have, rated till now, so they have opted for career counseling services only because they won't be having this recruiters, coming to the, campus and for the placement services.
So that means the number of counselings we have conducted as a workshop in the college is approved what we have to give.
Yes. So you can opt for the career counseling services. So you might have the counselor as well and the details like the overall report.
We have that, but
Yeah.
the placement details or the placement for campus placement.
To help, sir, I'm just asking, we have conducted a program to guide the students to go abroad and get jobs in Australia. We have conducted a program to go and study in Germany. And all these can be shown as placement efforts.
Yes, for the workshop related, you can add those details.
Okay, can
Yeah.
we show it in the placement or in the workshop?
No, in the workshop you need to add. In the placement, we will be requiring the offer letters or else like the company is, coming to the campus for hiring. So those notification email also will be requiring. Yeah.
So that offer letter, what all will be the basic things which are required in the offer letters?
So offer letter, so for the companies who are visiting, so this is just an option. Either the offer letter you can provide or else the email notification, like the company is visiting you will be having some official email, right? So that can be shared or else the placement report.
Yeah, we are having, we are a dental college, no? So
Okay.
the letter will be provided by some senior dentist. So that letter, what all will be the basic things which are required? The student name, age, the salary, what all may be required in that offer letter? Which
Yeah,
may be provided by the senior dentist.
Yeah, offer letter is completely like based on the company, format. Like every company would be having a different format, but the basic details would be with the salary part, the designation, the name, details about the student. So based on the work, like what
Maybe
they
the
have will
hours
be
of
working on.
working, salary,
Correct.
all these
Yeah,
should be there.
all these will be there. Yeah.
Just like company performance.
Yeah. Should I move ahead?
Yes, madam, please go ahead.
Now coming to diversity and accessibility. So firstly, we will be checking for the national diversity of students and faculty. Next is international diversity, similarly for student and faculty. So under national diversity, we'll be checking for number of out-of-state students enrolled in the institute. So name of the state or union territory and the number of students who are belonging to that particular state. Similarly, for out-of-state faculty, so name of the state, then number of faculty from that particular state. Next, coming to within the state, so it's an either and or option. So either you can opt for out-of-state student or else diversity within the state. So name of the district, student who are enrolled within the state. So name of the district and the number of student from each of the district. So you just manually have to enter the details. Next, coming to international students, as per the current batch, so name of the students, name of the country of citizenship, then student enrollment ID, and as an evidence, you'll be requiring the international citizenship. So you can share the admission letter and ID card of the students. Then coming to international faculty, so name of the faculty, the country citizenship, the category, whether it's full-time or part-time, employee ID, their email ID, then evidence, you need to share the appointment letter of the faculty, clearly highlighting the engagement, and government ID proof also you can share.
So madam, here, the faculties,
Yes.
can we show the visiting adjunct faculties?
Sorry?
Can we show the
Uh-huh.
faculties we are calling as visiting faculties and adjunct faculties?
Yeah. At least 6 month engagement is there with the visiting or the adjunct faculty.
So visiting, of course, they come on a monthly basis, but adjunct will come maybe once or twice or thrice in a year. It may be an international faculty, it may be a nationally reputed faculty. So they may come on a time when it is convenient for them.
Okay. So you share all those details, like based on the appointment letter. We'll have a look into that, and then we can decide on it.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
there be salary for them or not?
For that,
Salary, it will all be.
no, see, madam, here again another query is
Yes. Yes.
the salary details of the adjunct faculty. It may not be in the form of salary, it may be in the form of kind, or it may be that they are coming from international universities.
Okay.
They come here, we have it regularly, maybe once a year or maybe once in 2 years, something like that. But visiting, of course, they are coming here on the periodic basis. Adjunct is, as per the UGC norms, it need not be every month or according to the convenience of the college and convenience of the resource person, they can be called. So they
Okay.
can be called as adjunct faculties. So here sometimes salary may not be mentioned here. They will not receive a salary. They may get some honorarium. They may get a honorarium for the travel and
Got it.
maybe stay. So how is it documented? How can we claim the credibility for
Yeah.
that?
So here we are not checking whether they are based on salary or based on the kind that you had mentioned. Okay. So based on the overall faculty, if it is an international faculty and 6 month engagement is there at least in the year, so that detail we will be requiring.
Yeah, we have online seminar, webinars and all those things, but physical presence maybe once a year or once in 2 years. So can that be shown here?
Once a year, I don't think it would be considered over here because we'll be checking for at least 6 months.
In 6 months, they should be employed here or visit once in 6 months.
I think it is employed here, sir. They should be minimum employed here for 6 months.
So,
I think
Sir, what I
Yes, sir, we have
suggest is,
some-
hello?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So
Go
what I
ahead.
suggest is you share all those details since you are mentioning like like the faculty visits once a year or twice a year. So you
Yes.
share that. Along with that, the engagement details, like the appointment letter will have the engagement, like how
Yes,
they are,
yes.
visiting, correct? So that you
Okay.
also share. Once we have a look, and then we'll, get back to you whether it can be considered or not. Yeah.
Okay. Then.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah.
Provide
Next,
maybe
coming
actually
to,
also
yes.
they are asking even IDs. So maybe they have to provide, they have to be provided IDs also. Because they have a citizen also.
Once you send this, if it is adjunct, you will have a memorandum of understanding or some invitation letter or assignment letter will be there. We always give an assignment letter as an adjunct faculty. So that letter we'll have to show it and their geotag photograph. That is enough. Okay, madam, please go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, coming to the scholarship. So here we'll be checking for the overall scholarship that is being awarded by the institution to the students. Any scholarship that is being provided by the government, it won't be considered. So name of the scholarship, the type, it can be a merit based or some, low income background or kind of a financial aid to the students. Then total amount of the uh, total amount that is being awarded as a scholarship and the number of students who have received the scholarship. You can mention the number. Then as an evidence, the things that we require is first is the policy document. Like policy document should clearly highlight on what criteria the scholarship is being given. So let's say for merit base you have 80% of the, if the student gets 80%, then not you'll be, student will be getting a merit based scholarship. Similarly, if the parents income is low, less than this particular amount, then they will be given a financial aid or something. So based on that, the criteria needs to be also shared. Second is the financials audited statement reflecting the scholarship amount that has been granted. Third is the list of students who have awarded or who have availed the scholarship, clearly highlighting the student name and the amount that they have been availed. Next, coming to the gender ratio. So you just manually have to enter the total number of male and female students.
So the scholarship can be shown like ICMR or innovation scholarship.
No, that is one scholarship. We are only adding this scholarship.
Yes.
And scholarship, we are giving adult scholarship where. Okay, from the institution side. So madam, scholarship, we have to be very particular that that is given by the institution, right?
Correct. Yes, sir.
All right.
Next, coming to the facilities on campus. And the student accommodation. So under facilities on campus, we'll be checking for geotag photographic evidence for these facilities, which is swimming pool, fitness gym, indoor and outdoor sports, synthetic athletic track. Then full-time sports coach will be checking for ID card along with the appointment letter of the sports coach. Then mess or canteen, the recreation room or safe assembly area, the faculty accommodation or staff quarters, bank or ATM. For all these, we'll be requiring geotag for photographic evidence. Then coming to medical facilities, so presence of medical center on campus or else a collaboration with external hospital. You need to share the MOU if there is an external collaboration. If you have a medical center on campus, then the photographic evidence needs to be shared. All the photographic evidence needs to be geotagged. Then one full-time medical staff working in the medical center, or else you can go for ambulance facility if it is available, or else collaboration with external hospital. Next, we'll be checking for MIS. So here we'll be checking for the functionality. From your website, if you have any of these, you can share the screenshot. So if you have online inquiry, like for people in general, like online admission for students, then online fee payment, then grievance redressal, hostel enrollment, online results. For all these, you need to share the screenshot of the functionality or else directly the website link. So student safety, here we'll be checking for the anti-ragging or anti-bullying committee, anti-sexual harassment committee. So you need to share the committee details and coming to warden office, fire extinguisher or fire drill, CCTV cameras on campus or control room or security office. For all these, you need to share the geotag photographic evidence. Next, facilities for differently able. We'll be checking. We'll be checking for the policy for accommodating the needs of differently able students. So detailed policy you need to provide. The number of differently able students on campus. You need to share the government issue physically handicapped ID card. Then number of presence of ramps with railings. Then special toilets with support grab bars. Then visual aid center. Then disabled friendly lifts. For all these, you need to share the geotag photographic evidence. Next, accommodation to students. So we'll be checking for hostel facility if it is there on campus. So name of the hostel, number of beds available, then name of the full-time warden, the institutional email ID. And as an evidence, you need to share the hostel allocation report, clearly mentioning the total number of beds available against number of students. And in case you have a hostel which is not on campus, if it is off campus, you need to share the agreement or the tie-up that you have with the external hostel. So with this, we cover the facilities. Next, coming to social responsibility. So under social responsibility, we'll be checking for the social clubs and community outreach activities. So first is mechanism for social involvement. So we'll be checking for any kind of student society or club. So NCC, NSS, Red Cross, any kind of nature club or anything. You need to list out over here number of student member in that particular club. And as an evidence, you need to share the detailed report along with the student members involved in that particular club. Then coming to community outreach activities. So here you need to list out all the activities, irrespective whether they are done through a club or not. So name of the detailed outreach program, description of the outreach program, date of activity, students participated in outreach program, the duration of the activity, and as an evidence, you need to provide detailed report of the activity mentioning the list number of students participated in that particular activity. And if you have any other photos or video link, or it is there on your website, you can share the details. Next, coming to funding for social outreach. So we'll be checking for any kind of charity work or donation that is being done towards social responsibility. So it should be done from the institution end. So any individual donation or charity, it won't be considered here, only from the institution end. So an amount donated again, charity, name of the date of the donation, then detailed report of the activity, clearly mentioning on what purpose the amount has been donated, and how the amount donated should be reflected in the financial statement. Next, coming to recognition for social development.
So all these three treatments and all can be shown as charity for the modern slave.
What for it?
Sir, dental, we cannot giving it free.
Hello.
Yeah, madam. Yeah. Go, please go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, coming to recognition received for social development in the last 5 years period. So any awards, medal, or any appreciation letter with respect to social development, which has been given to the institution only. So all the award detail or appreciation needs to be highlighted over here. Date of award received, name of the awarding agency, and description of the activity, like on what basis the award has been given. And as an evidence, you need to provide scanned copy or photographs of the award, or if it is there on a website, you can share the URL link. And any award or certificate, if it is in a vernacular language other than English, that needs to be translated into English on the letterhead and then share it with us. Next, coming to environmental impact. So here we'll be checking for sustainability. First is a detailed report mentioning the initiatives taken by the institution. Then green audit certificate, we need to, you need to provide the active green audit certificate, which has been accredited by IAO or NABCB. Then coming to energy conservation, water conservation, eco-friendly transportation, recycling of waste, liquid waste. So for all these, you need to provide the policy document along with the detailed report. So in that report, you need to provide the photographic evidence. Let's say for energy conservation, you need to provide the geotag photographic evidence of the solar panels. Similarly, for eco-friendly transportation, if you have some kind of e-vehicles on campus or no vehicle zone, so all those detailed photograph you need to provide. So with this, we cover the social responsibility criteria. Coming to governance and structure. So under governance and structure, we'll be checking first is the ethics committee. So we'll be requiring the committee details along with the minutes of meeting. So based on the academic year, you will be opting for. Please make sure it is either it can be a latest minutes of meeting or else based on the academic year. Then board of studies, presence of board of studies, will be checking for the committee and the roles and responsibility. Then any policy document or minutes of meeting based on the teaching enhancement and curriculum development. Similarly, faculty participation in board of studies, you need to provide the minutes of meeting showcasing the faculty participation. Then coming to faculty resource management. So we'll be checking for the recruitment policy and faculty appraisal or promotion policy. We'll be checking for the detailed policy reflecting the recruitment process or the procedure that is being followed by the institute. Next is you need to provide the detailed policy reflecting the appraisal or the promotion procedure. So the guidelines that you follow and on what basis the promotion is being given. So all those details need to be provided. Then compliance and report code of conduct will be requiring for students, faculty, and non-teaching staff. So detailed policy document needs to be shared. Next, we'll be checking for the accreditation and recognition. Any of the accreditation that the institute has. So it can be NAC, NABH, ACSB, AMBA, NBA. So any of these, you need to provide the active accreditation certificate. Then coming to alumni and senior student representation, we'll be checking for the minutes of meeting, which clearly showcases the participation of alumni and senior student representation in the governing body meetings. So the minutes of meeting needs to be showcased, clearly highlighting the student as well as the alumni. With this, we cover the governance and structure criteria. So next, coming to the advanced criteria. Next, coming to advanced criteria. So any queries till now?
One query I have.
Yes, please.
Regarding the alumni in my level. So we have a list of distinguished, our college started in 86. So from that time onwards, you are asking us to provide the people who are in higher levels or only in the last year?
This is regarding which query you are
Alumni,
asking?
alumni, you were telling the people who are occupying the higher positions.
No, it is regarding the academic meeting. Like we are checking for the involvement of alumni and students. Is it that same criteria?
Ma'am, their participation in the institutional governance.
Only in the governance whether alumni are participating or not.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
So it will be based on the academic year you are opting for.
Yes.
Yeah. Now coming to the advanced criteria. So any specific criteria you want me to showcase or you want me to go through all and each and every criteria?
Development, I think.
No, we'll discuss and take it.
You want to say anything, sir?
No, we'll discuss and take it later.
So we will ask, have to present everything. She's asking, should we focus on something?
Is there anything significant?
No.
So she will say, okay.
Yeah.
So will you be able to share everything, all the details about?
Yeah, yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah. Yeah, first is arts and culture criteria. So under arts and culture, firstly we'll be checking for the concerts and exhibition organized by the institute. So name of the concerts and exhibitions. So detailed list of the concert that has been organized, then date of event, and as an evidence you need to provide the detailed report of the concert. Sir, there is some background, I think noise. Yeah. So name of the concerts and exhibition, date of event, you need to provide the detailed report of the concerts with the event description, like based on the number of exhibitions or the concerts that has been organized, and with the photographs and the objective outcomes. Next is the cultural awards. So any awards that has been received by the students, faculty, and the institution, you need to provide the detailed award that has been received. The name of the cultural award, awards received by the stakeholder, then awarding agency or the entity, then nature of the agency, then evidence link. So nature of the agency means any, it can be from an external agency like state government, central government, and as an evidence you need to provide the certificate of the achievement. So only where you have, where the students or the faculty or the institution have been awarded some kind of cultural award. So any participation award won't be considered over here. Then cultural investment, we'll be checking for on or off campus investment. So it can be a library or a heritage museum. So name of the culture preservation, the date, the amount spent on the particular project. You can share the photographic evidence or the evidence like website link. And as in also the financial statement reflecting the amount invested towards the arts and culture preservation. Coming to the facilities part, we'll be checking for geotag photographic evidence for all these facilities. Auditorium, amphitheater, museum, then gallery, arts and design studio, campus radio station, then dedicated radio recording studio, music practice rooms, culture garden, cinema hall. For all these, a geotag photographic evidence needs to be shared. Next, coming to entrepreneurship. So firstly, we'll be checking for the entrepreneurship training that is being conducted for the students. So here we'll be checking the detail about the workshop or the program that has been conducted. Then just a second. Yeah. So name of the program or workshop, the date that has been conducted, duration of the program, the activity or like the objectives of the workshop, where it was organized on campus or on off campus. It can be online as well. Number of students who have completed the training program. Evidence link, you need to provide the detailed report of the program, clearly specifying the date, objective, total participant, and the certificate of sample certificate. And the program or workshop, what we are checking is at least it should be for the 25 hours. Next, coming to incubation center. So we'll be checking for the details about the incubation center, name, the objectives of the center, then date of the incorporation, and seed amount invested to set up, then the particular incubation center. Evidence, you need to provide the financial statement reflecting the amount invested for incubation center. From that incubation center, how many business ideas were incubated in the academic year considered by the institute? So the evidence, you need to provide the annual report of the center, clearly highlighting the center members and the amount invested. Next, coming to the ideas incubated, you can list out all the ideas that has been incubated from the incubation center, brief description of the incubated idea, the corporate identity number, then the website link, and detailed report of the incubated ideas you need to provide. Next is research. So under research, we'll be checking for the research center firstly. Yeah. So under research center, we'll be checking for specialized research center. So you can list down the research center that is available on campus, objectives of that center, then number of international conferences organized from that particular center. So from that research center, we'll be looking into international conferences organized by that center, then research report of working like paper published from that particular research center. So detailed report about the center or else the website link which clearly provide the details about the research center. Along with that, you need to provide the conferences that has been organized and the research report published by that particular center. Next, coming to the external funding. So here you need to list down all the research proposals that has been given. So name of the faculty, the title of the project, the funding agency, then date of submission. So based on the last 3 years, all the submitted proposal needs to be listed over here. Then coming to date of acceptance of the proposal. So based on the last 1 year, the financial year considered from the institution and the sanctioned amount. So as an evidence, you need to provide the scanned copy of the submitted proposal and acceptance letter, clearly specifying the sanctioned amount. Clearly also it should highlight the dates as well. Next, coming to seed funding. So any kind of research proposal that has been funded by the institution only. So name of the faculty, title of the project, date of sanction, amount of seed funding that has been awarded, the evidence required, copy of the acceptance letter and financial proof. Coming to in-house index journal. So name of the journal, date of incorporation, then the journal indexing, whether it is Scopus or UGC Care, then the editorial board, like who are the members in the editorial board, whether it is quarterly, biannually or annually, then the 2 last publications you need to share and the website link of the journal. Next, coming to innovation. Yeah, first is the intellectual property. So we'll be checking for active patents. So patent title, the patent number or copyright number, then granted date, the applicant name, then the inventors. So if it is commercialized, you need to specify the royalty that has been earned through that patent. And as an evidence, you need to provide the certificate of the patent rights. Next, coming to spin-off companies that has been established in the last 5 years. So name of the spin company, date of the incorporation, by whom it has been founded. It can be a student, faculty or staff. Then name of the faculty or the alumni or the staff. Then proof of the association with the institution. So if it is founded by a student, you need to share the ID card. If it is faculty, appointment letter needs to be shared. Alumni, the registration certificate. Then CIN number. Then the evidence that is required is certificate of the registration or the incorporation needs to be shared. Amount that has been funded by the institution for that particular company. Then if the company needs any additional support, still requires some additional support from the institution, that also needs to be mentioned. And you can share the sanction order from the incubation center. Next, coming to external consultation. So based on the current faculty details, if any faculty has a dual appointment or additional responsibility in a non-academic position, so those faculty details needs to be shared. So faculty name, the employee ID, their external organization name, then current designation in external organization, and the evidence required. So you'll be requiring the appointment letter received from the external organization. Next, coming to internationalization. So we'll be checking for the inbound and outbound for both student as well as faculty exchange. So first is for student exchange, the name of the student, name of the foreign university, their enrollment ID, the home institution and host institution, from duration date, email ID, and as an evidence, you need to share the MOU's approval letter of the foreign university. Similarly, for the outbound exchange student, so student, yeah, 1 second. Yeah. So any student of yours, if they are also going for a foreign university for an exchange program, so details of the student with the foreign university and the MOU and approval letter. Similarly, for faculty exchange as well, inbound and outbound exchange, current faculty from foreign universities who are teaching in your institute. So name of the faculty, the name of the foreign university, email ID, and the MOU or approval letter. Similarly, for the outbound faculty exchange. Next, coming to international collaboration. So first is International Student Relation Exchange Office. Firstly, we are checking for the presence of exchange office. So photographic evidence needs to be shared. Then if there are any well-defined policy for the International Student Relation Exchange Office, the detailed policy needs to be shared and a full-time staff for the International Student Exchange Office. So you need to share the ID card and the staff details. Then international collaboration. So number of international MOUs or MOAs as per the last 24 months. So it can be based on the joint conferences organized, then joint research, dual degree or semester exchange program, then summer or winter school programs with collaboration with the foreign institutes. So for all these, you need to provide the MOU or MOA and detailed report if on what basis, like, if any joint conferences has been organized, the detailed reports can also be shared. The last one be the academic development. So under academic development, first is learning development center. So firstly, we'll be checking for any kind of learning development center if you have. So photographic evidence of the center along with the center member profiles and annual report. From that L&D center, if you have been conducting any kind of training programs for the faculty, so minimum 2 weeks of the program organized by the center in the academic year, which you have considered. Similarly, implementation of teaching and learning program, then faculty development workshop that has been conducted for minimum 4 weeks program. For all these workshops, you need to provide detailed report of the workshop, trainings with the list of objectives, outcome, the attendees list, along with sample certificates. Then if the institution is a recognized member under the academic network, so based on each of the level, so international, national or state level, you need to provide the academic network. So at least one for each level needs to be shared, active membership. Then best academic practices. Firstly, we'll be checking for any policy if you have encompassing any kind of academic and integrity. So detailed policy, then workshop for faculty relating to the plagiarism in the academic year. Then workshop for the student with respect to plagiarism workshop. So one for faculty, one for students. Then revision of course manual, at least 20% of the revision. So you can share the minutes of meeting or detailed report like where you have, there is some change in the curriculum showcasing that you can share. Then access to e-resources or e-books. So at least one international repository we will be requiring. So you need to upload active subscription invoice of the e-resource. Then strategies or policy or tools to increase academic engagement. If you have any kind of strategy document or any kind of tools that you have incorporated in order to increase the academic engagement, you need to share the document as well. Then coming to program strength, you need to provide the overall number of available seats. So for UG and PG, the number of seats that is available for them and number of applications that you have received against the available seats. And as an evidence, you need to provide the ERP report of the application received and the seats available against the last enrollment cycle. So with this, we covered the overall advanced criteria. Any questions, anything?
I have a question. Can you hear me, madam? I have a question. Can you hear me, madam?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. You mentioned external consultation, that is non-academic position for industry, NGO, think tank, all that. That letter you will need to show it as a proof. So should that be paid or is it okay? It's honorary?
It can be honorary as well, but you need to provide the details as well, like the appointment letter or anything, which proves like you are also involved in a non-academic position.
That's what. So the payment is not necessary, or will it increase the weightage or anything like that? If they are paid, nothing of that sort, right?
No, no, nothing of that.
Okay, and you have also mentioned that in external awards for students from external organization. So should that external organization be like national, international organizations, or can it be societies or other deemed universities or even any other institute?
It can be any external organization. It can be any, apart from the institution, it can be anyone.
Very good. So it's not necessary that it should be only government or
no,
national.
Yes, not necessary. Yeah.
Thank you.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Can you open the portal for research?
Yes.
Ma'am, the specialized centers, no, ma'am? Could you open that?
Yeah. Yeah.
This specialized research, we have a central research laboratory in our institution.
Okay.
It is not, I mean, it is under the dental college, ma'am.
Okay.
So they conduct studies independently, I mean, with a part of the faculty and the UG students and PG students. So will they be considered as a specialized research center?
So here, it is not under your college, is what
No,
you
ma'am,
mean?
it is in our institution, ma'am, in our dental college.
Okay.
So similarly, our medical college also has a central research laboratory.
Okay.
So can we include this?
Yes.
We can include that data.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am, then you mentioned that number of conferences, no, ma'am?
Correct.
So we do not have any conferences in that. So how do we include this data here?
Yeah. So another thing, before I answer that, I want to ask you, like, do you also have departmental research center?
No, ma'am. One center for the whole institution. That is the dental college.
Okay. So any international conferences that you have organized or anything?
No, ma'am. We have conferences organized by the institution, not by the research center.
Not by the research. Okay. So in that case, sir, so it is like what we are checking is at least one international and one publication is at least we are checking.
So publications we do have under the under that the faculty working in that institute in that sector.
Correct. Yeah.
But we can't show that as a publication from the research center.
Research center. Yeah.
So how do we incorporate the data, ma'am, in this?
So what I suggest is first you share the details of the research center, like what it does and the. So you are saying even the publication is not from that center.
No, ma'am, it is under the faculty working in that center.
Okay, that is fine. So if the faculty is working, so based on that, you share the publication report and at least one or two you share. And for the international conferences, since you don't have, so there will be some kind of a partial score that you'll be, receiving, because at least one international conference is required, and at least one, research paper is required from each center.
So we can enter the data here, no, ma'am?
Yes, you can enter. Yeah.
Okay. The next sheet, ma'am, next.
Yeah. Regarding the research proposals?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Huh.
Ma'am, under
Yes.
this, you have mentioned, ma'am, submitted proposals. We have, for example, if you have 20 submitted proposals, only a few would be accepted. So do we include all of those data or only the ones which have been submitted and accepted?
No, you need to include all because based on that, the scoring is also, given. So
Okay.
in the span of last 3 years, let's say you have opted for 23, 24. If you can see the example also, then you need to provide the data for 23, 24, 22, 23, and 21, 22. So starting from 2021 till 2024, all the research proposal that has been submitted in that year, you need to provide. Similarly, as per the last financial year, so in 23-24, how many how many research proposal have been accepted and how many proposal have been sanctioned? Okay. So
Okay.
based on that, you can share the details.
Okay. So for example, if I enter the first line, I enter a submitted proposal.
Correct.
I can give up to the date of proposal, but I cannot follow up with the date of acceptance sanction because it may not have been accepted.
Correct. Yeah.
So what do I do, ma'am, for that? I leave it empty?
Yes. You can
And
put, yes.
And the evidence for that would
So
be
for
just
the
a scan copy, just the
it will
scan
be only
copy.
the scan, yeah, for the submitted proposal, yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. That's clear, ma'am. Next, ma'am, the next one.
Yes, seed funding.
Seed money we have. Okay, we have, ma'am. We have the
Okay.
proof which you have asked, the evidence data we have.
Okay. Next, you want see in-house index journals?
Sorry, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. Could you go back to the seed money, ma'am?
Yeah.
Ma'am, again, yes, ma'am. One of our staff had raised
Please
a
tell.
query, ma'am. We have the evidence for that is not from the institute, ma'am. The funding was from the university.
Okay, so no, sir. So here only whatever is done by the institute only will be considering, not from
Ma'am,
the university.
if the faculty is utilizing the instrument or any equipment which is funded by the institution,
No, sir. Like,
it has to be, for example, if one faculty has received an amount of 1,70,000
okay.
from the university, however, they're utilizing some instruments and equipment of the institution,
Okay.
which is a primary instrument or equipment.
No. So here what we are checking is based on the project they are working on. Let's say they are working on some kind of research project and the overall amount is funded by the institute, not from the institute. It's not about using just an instrument for a project. It is the overall amount that by whom it is being given.
Okay, ma'am. So the proof has to be from the institute,
Correct,
not the university. Okay,
Yes,
ma'am.
yeah.
Okay, ma'am. The next data.
Say some of the revenue, which should be 5% of the.
Won't click for this. It won't.
Yes.
Other thing also, sir, they keep saying scale down to 0, 100% scale down to 1.
Ma'am, with regard to this, we have one in-house journal, ma'am, but it was UGC indexed.
Okay.
And now we are applying for other indexing. Can we show it under this?
You can list out over here.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, but for the overall points, if you see for the in-house index, we are checking. So there are 3 pointers under this. So either the in-house index, it can be listed in Scopus or UGC care. So if you don't have, but you have it, you're applying for some other things. So there you might lose out some point, but for the editorial board and the publications, you will be scoring points.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Journal actually says that the journal is from ADE.
Yes. Any other query?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay.
SRM and all.
Oh, yes. This is shown, ma'am, but it's under VMS. It has to be, ma'am, regarding the journal again, ma'am, do we need a proof that it was from the institution? Or can it be funded partially by the university?
This is regarding?
The public, in-house journal, ma'am, in-house journal.
So this one is based on the institution. So name of the journal. So it is not related to who is funding. So if you have a journal, like in-house index journal, you need to list down the journal details.
Ma'am, in-house meaning institution or university?
Institution.
Institution. So
Yes.
even if we have a university journal, it cannot be accepted.
No, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Next, ma'am, you had shown one on publications, ma'am.
Yes. Publications as in the research publication.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Research publication.
No. You consume. That's the words.
Yeah, this one.
So nothing.
Ma'am, this is research proposal, ma'am.
Publication.
Ma'am, as such, there is no, ma'am, citations and,
Yes. So as per the methodology, based on the citations for faculty and the publication per paper, I think you are mentioning.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So citations for faculty and citation per paper, that is directly captured from the scopus.
Scopus, ma'am, not
Yes.
Web of Science, no.
No, sir. So
So you
we'll be
see-
capturing from the scopus and we'll be informing you like this is the data. And in case you feel we have not considered some data or anything, you can just provide the overall count.
Okay, ma'am, this you will be directly capturing. We do
Yes,
not
yes.
have any data. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any other thing?
No, I think that would be all, ma'am.
And when we start working on this one. Ma'am,
Hello?
when will you start working on this? You need to
Yes.
log in the portal, no? The starting.
Yes, sir. So based on the data, like you can, since the orientation is done today, so
Okay.
what I suggest is you can discuss among yourself,
Yes.
like from when you would like to, begin with the rating process. And from that date itself, I'll be sharing the credentials as well as the survey links.
Okay. You'll be
Yeah.
sharing the templates, whatever the Excel templates, you'll be sharing after that only.
Yes, after that. Now I'll be sharing only the video as well as the methodology.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. And once you start with the, data collection process and the survey links are circulated among all the stakeholders, we'll be giving you a weekly update, like how much survey has been filled by each of the stakeholders.
Okay.
And once the survey has met the required threshold, we'll be updating you the same, and then we'll be closing that from our end.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, then. Then we'll conclude the session.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining the orientation session.
Bye.